Hey, we're live.
Yay! We did it.
We did it. We made it.
We made it to the weekend.
Happy
Yay.
Halloween
Happy Halloween, everybody.
soon on
Happy
Tuesday.
Ween!
Yep.
I'm gonna go see Rocky Horror Picture Show on Tuesday.
I
Okay.
can't watch that movie.
Have you seen it?
No, the problem is the only chance I've had to seen it was with a room full of people that have gone to like the live shows, so they know all the shit
Oh.
you're supposed to do,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I just don't want to deal with all that.
I mean, you can watch it alone. That's how I watched it. The only time I've seen it,
Maybe that would be the better way to do it, but I think Reese would probably want to watch it with me if I watched it.
and that would suck watching it.
No, that's not bad. I'm just stating like I won't be watching it by myself because my fiance will want to watch it.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, that doesn't sound like a problem, but I mean, you do you, man. I mean, as I'm going to a theater, which everyone says you should always try. I hear this one kind of sucks though, but it's like 4 blocks from my house, so why not?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is it just a bad theater? Is that what they're saying, or?
I actually don't know. I think it's standing, like, because it's at like a concert venue,
Oh,
which I don't know. I mean, worst case scenario, like we've all seen the movie, we could just go home.
yeah. True.
So, well, I don't know. We'll see. It'll be an experience. You guys doing anything Halloweeny?
No.
Nah.
Yeah, I had a party yesterday too.
Yeah.
Or
I
went
saw
to a
the
party.
picture of you as Wonder
Yeah, I was
Woman.
I was Wonder Woman. Yeah,
Yeah.
You were Wonder Woman?
yeah. Wonder Woman is badass.
No, I'm not. I'm not dissing Wonder Woman. I didn't see the picture, so I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on my Instagram. Yeah, no, I was a popular costume. Everyone was pretty excited about Wonder Woman.
Nice.
So, yeah.
What did your girlfriend go as?
She was one of the Amazons from the island.
I was gonna say, did you both end up going as Wonder Woman?
Well, I mean, her
Well, one
costume.
of us has to change.
Yeah.
Well, so that was the thing is, I kept telling her. I think I said this last week. I kept telling her like, "Hey, you should be Wonder Woman. You should be Wonder Woman."
Yeah, you did.
And she like didn't like decide to do that, and I was like, "All right, fine. I'm going as Wonder Woman because Wonder Woman rocks." And then she's like, "Well, I want to go as Wonder Woman," and I'm like, "Well, too late." And then she found an Amazon costume at the store, so she went as that.
Nice.
So it worked out. It worked out.
I like how she lost out on being Wonder Woman to her boyfriend.
Pretty good.
She had more than enough time.
I know
we
that's
both-
that's the funny thing about it too. Is like she had multiple chances and didn't take it.
yeah. So I take it, and I looked good. So although the costumes sucked, it did not fit well
Was-
because it was not for men,
No shit.
and it hurt to wear. There was chafing, and I was happy to get out of that costume late yesterday, last night, this morning. Yes.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, so we should probably just get into it because we were already like cracking at the seams before this show.
Yeah.
This is the top down perspective for October 29th. Everyone have a great Halloween when you're hearing this.
Yeah. Be safe.
I'm Sean, Paul's here, John's here,
Hi.
So,
and we've all been playing Mario Odyssey.
yep.
Super Mario Odyssey.
Super Odyssey Mario.
Yep.
Yeah. How you guys feel about how you feel about it?
I hate 3D Mario games, and this is the best one. It's really good.
The first half hour of the game, I was like, I'm probably not going to be really into this, and then I've been
What?
really into it.
Yeah.
What did you not like about it? I'll quickly say I love this game.
I hated the beginning. In the beginning, it was just kind of boring, slow. The controls feel weird. Like there are some weird control quirks for this game compared to other 3D Mario's. Like that whole like running in place for a second when you get ready to dash is weird.
Wait, how do you dash?
Well, hold forward. What the? Oh, it's the motion controls for the controller. Okay. I started throwing the hat when I was doing this, and I was confused why.
Okay, so you just mean like his normal run. You're just calling that's a
Yeah,
dash.
like
Okay, I thought you meant like a
yeah.
speed boost or something.
No, I mean, well, you can just do like the Sonic roll and stuff like that for that.
Yeah, there is the roll. There's the roll.
The
sure.
roll's the best addition.
I don't know what you mean by he runs in place for a couple seconds every time you press forward. That doesn't happen for me.
No, sorry, a second rather. But like, if he's standing still and then you just push forward, like he won't move instantly like in the other games. He'll like build up traction and then go. He accelerates, which is weird because that's not really a thing that he did in other games, and that it keeps messing with me.
Okay, I haven't noticed that too specifically, but I'll look for it. But maybe once I see it, it'll like screw up all my platforms.
Yeah.
So maybe
My other problem is, and I don't know if this is me or if it's my controller or what, I have a problem walking in a straight line for some reason.
Me too.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
good. I'm not the only one. Like, it feels like Mario has a slight drift to the left or right, and I don't know if it's because of the Switch controller or what.
I thought it was me personally. Like I was just this is just a me problem.
With Pro controllers?
Joy-Con.
Pro controller.
Okay. Oh, I'm playing Joy-Con too. I haven't had that. I don't think I've had to be like super precise with my going forward. There was like maybe one thing when I was that statue guy.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just say like the only thing I'm not liking is the motion controls.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I really wish that was not in this game.
Me too.
You can do most of the moves without motion controls, but they're way slower as a result.
And they like don't go as far. Like there's a benefit to the motion control.
Yeah. Like they made like the control type they want you to use, and it's like not at all. Like I've been playing handheld a lot because I've been moving around and like doing stuff, so it just doesn't work for that at all.
Yeah, I don't even attempt the motion controls.
It doesn't work.
Yeah. Like I might do just like a flick up if I need to like jump higher depending on who I'm controlling or whatever.
Yeah,
but like anything like to the side or I just don't even attempt it.
Like the spin move basically is just like non-existent in handheld mode.
Yeah, well, you can do that with the control stick, but it's way slower and not as helpful as a result.
Yeah, for sure.
How do you do it? Do you just have to like spin in a circle, then throw Cappy?
Spin in a circle till he starts like dancing on one leg, and then you hit attack.
Oh, okay.
So it's like I said, it's way slower than the motion control. But like I hate that the motion control is like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not very good at like angling it when I do try to like throw it at an angle with the motion control. I don't like doing it. Luckily, I haven't really had to use a lot of the motion control. It's been pretty rare for me so far.
I mean, you don't have to, but it would make a lot of things just much easier. Like those controls. Like there's one boss fight in particular where using the motion controls was just super easy because I was playing it on my TV. The one that like spits goo everywhere. If you saw that one.
No. Oh, so where is everybody? I'm assuming I'm the least furthest. I'm in my... It just forked, so I'm in my third world, I guess.
I'm finishing that up. I'm at the end of that area.
I just finished the first world of the second fork in the road.
Okay.
Okay, is that like another 3? Like, is it...
I'm basically 3 or 4 worlds ahead.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What did you guys pick for the first fork?
What were the options again?
The wooded area.
The wooded area, which is what I picked.
Wooded was what I put second.
Okay, so
I did
the other
water
one
stage first.
As soon as I saw a water stage, I was like, "Fuck that! Why would I want to do the water stage ever?"
It is very much a water stage.
Oh god! To make Mario swim, does he have to jump up first, or do you hold B and he goes down?
To dive into the water?
Yeah.
I just butt stomp.
Yeah, that's true. Otherwise, I think you just drift down if you don't touch anything for a bit.
Yeah, or if you don't move, he just sinks.
Okay, because it says B to swim, and then he'll go up, then start going. Maybe that's what I've been doing.
Yeah. So normal swimming is like you tap B, you pop up a bit. It's like Mario 1 swimming.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's also fast swimming if you tap the ground stomp button and then a cap attack. So that's like Z, L, and Y.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
So that's way faster, like a ton faster.
Mm-hmm.
But if you screw up the timing, you actually sink further down. So in certain areas, it's just not worth doing.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, this game I realized was going to be a little bit rough for me because I like to try to complete areas before moving on. And there is so much to complete in every area.
Oh my god, you don't even know the half of it, dude. Like, I've been completing everything I can get. I think my moon count is at... Well, I can give you an actual count. I'm at 288 moons.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a lot of moons.
I think I'm at, like... I don't even know, 40, maybe?
Yeah.
Or something.
So here's the thing, like, you don't need, like, like maybe 80% of the moons. I think
No.
like there's a predetermined amount you need per world, and it doesn't matter how many you stock up on in previous worlds. It doesn't seem to affect anything. So,
but they're there.
I mean, but I'm also not. I'm not going through this of like get the bare minimum and move on. Like I've enjoyed going for all of these moons.
Me too.
I haven't purchased any of them because that seems kind of lame. But
each world has one.
Yeah, each world has one.
Oh, is there only one?
Yeah.
Okay, so I might as well do it. I thought it was just like you can keep purchasing.
No, that'd be really stupid. That would be incredibly stupid. Thank God they didn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been all right. It just triggers something in me that when I see the list, I'm just like, oh fuck, dude! I was
just
thought
gonna
I was
ask,
almost
is
done.
there a list to see like how many you have out of the like total?
Yeah. It's just
there
press
is.
select.
So it's on the map thing. Okay.
Yeah, when you bring up the map, it says Y for lists, and then it tells you how many of like the currency you have and how many moons you have.
It's been driving me insane.
Each world has like I think 8 or less that you can't get your first time around, and like the hint toad and the parrot will just be like, "There's no hints."
Okay.
When they say that means you've got everything that you can.
It seems like once you beat the boss, like the worlds change a little bit, which is cool.
Yeah. Don't bother hunting around for secrets or moons until you beat the boss, because then the world changes dramatically.
Yep.
Yeah, so I've had to like basically go through the world like kind of twice because there's like new like areas and pipes. That's another thing that we should talk about. The pipes, when you go to the 2D stuff, that is so cool.
It's
really a nice touch. I like it.
It's so cool. I love the first time I was able to possess a bullet bill and then just fly wherever I wanted. That was really cool.
It felt pretty good too. Like it felt pretty precise to move around.
The dinosaur was a nice. I wish they hadn't really shown that before, because that was just so cool to do that.
That's a good intro.
That was a cool thing. Sure.
Yep.
I think it looks great.
I agree. I love the music too. The music has been phenomenal.
Good. Is there a go-to costume you guys are doing, or is just whatever the current stage is?
Whatever the current stage is. Like I'll usually buy the new stuff and then switch into it.
Yep.
You can also. I love how you can actually just randomize your costume here. Like I'm gonna press random now. Let's see what I get. I got Super Saiyan hair and Mario's overalls.
Yep.
Okay. I've been rocking the boxer shorts because why not?
Sure.
It's like a pretty good one.
Yeah.
But is there like a need to get the costumes?
Some moons you can only get with the certain costumes.
Yeah, there was one in the desert where I needed the sombrero and the poncho.
Yeah.
For like the little where he like plays the guitar. Is there also one for the cowboy costume in that world? Like one for each kind of costume set?
So far, not that I'm aware of.
Okay. So some are just aesthetic.
Yeah. But a bunch of the suits that you buy in the shops will usually unlock at least one moon.
Okay. All right. What's your favorite world so far?
New Donk City.
I haven't even gotten there. Am I far? Am I close?
Three. You said you're on the first part of the fork?
Yeah. I'm at the wooded area. So
you got 3 or 4 worlds. Okay. It's like world 6 or 7.
All right. Yeah, Paul.
I kind of like the boss in the sand area, so I'll say the sand area for now.
Okay, I'm trying to remember who the boss was. Was that the chain chomp lady?
No.
No, that was
the statue.
Yeah, the statue.
Where you take over the fist.
I just like punching him in the face. It's really good.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
It was really good.
Pretty good. And when you take over the fist and you see his expression, he's just like, "Oh no, what did I do? Oh no." Yeah, that was pretty good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Also, like the paintings that you jump into.
I've had one painting, and it took me to New Donk City.
Mm-hmm.
To like a
That's
skyscraper roof or something, right?
Yeah.
There's one in every world, basically.
Yeah, I saw the frame in the first world, but it didn't have a painting in it, so I couldn't go into it.
Yeah, it's still like that for me. I'm thinking that's probably endgame content or something.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
I liked they have something similar to the secret stages from Sunshine.
Yeah.
I did one of those. I don't even remember like how I got to it, but I got to it in the sand one. And I like that was like some just, platforming.
Yeah. Yep.
That salamander that glides around in the sand world was pretty cool.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
That was fun.
That was pretty good.
How do you get into, and sorry for spoilers if people want to be like totally barren, but I'm pretty early, so calm down. There's a part in the sand world where there's like these little islands inside the poison.
Mm-hmm.
It's over on the right side. It's above the oasis.
Yep.
There's 2 chests on top of the tower. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
How do you get inside that tower?
To get inside the tower, you need to take a taxi.
Oh, okay. I did see the taxi, but the guy's like, it's not running right now.
Have you finished all the... Yeah, like you have to buy the access to the taxi, and then the taxi can just drive over the poison.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Is there anything that the... Oh, wait. Are you talking about the lion taxi?
Yeah, the Jaggy or
okay, because
Jaxi, I think is what they call it.
There was an actual taxi.
No, not the actual taxi. That's for something else.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. Great. There's so much to this game.
There's a lot to this game for sure.
Yeah. No, I love how much there is to it, and finding all these little secrets. I'm having so much fun with this game.
Yep. It's really good.
I have noticed though, I have that left Joy-Con issue. Where it'll like stall on one of my analog motion inputs.
Oh.
Analog stick.
That's not good.
Which no, it sucks, and it only happens if the left Joy-Con is being blocked in reach of the Switch. So like if my knees are up or something like that, or like my feet are in the way, if I'm like kind of reclining.
Yeah.
Which really sucks. So I've been thinking about. So even this morning, I was like, "All right, screw this. This is gonna kill me sooner or later. I'm gonna be at like a key platforming thing, and Mario's gonna walk off the edge, and I'm gonna flip out." Yeah. So I was like, I should just get that Pro controller. And that thing is $70. Which I had totally forgotten about.
Everything's fucking expensive with the Switch, dude.
I was like, oh my god. So I was just like, I guess I'll just like be careful with my legs until I find like another discount. Because I've been skipping the discounts because I was like, the Joy-Cons have been working fine with the Joy-Con grip. But now it's just bugging me. I know I'm going to play this a lot. So it's like, I should just get that Pro controller when it goes on sale because that thing is $70 and that's insane.
Yeah.
It's a really good controller. I swear by it. So.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. I haven't had an issue with the Joy-Con grip thing. And so why not save $70?
I found like it was cramping my hand, honestly. So that's why I decided to eventually just cave and get this.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right.
I just lazily lay there with my arms in whatever position I want them with the Joy-Con in each hand. Yeah, which also is a bummer with the motion controls because I'm laying like I have them random. If I move like at all, something happens on the screen. So.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So
do you have to move them together to do some of the stuff, or can you do like one at a time?
You can. To do some of the stuff I've noticed, you can do them normally. You don't have to put them together. But I do because my brain is broken and I can't do the same motion with my hands in like 2 spots that are completely different angles and stuff. It's just weird.
Okay. No, I get that. When I played the demo back at that NWC stuff, it was really confusing. I had to either like put my hands as close together as I could to make it seem right.
Yeah. It just doesn't seem right. I hate the motion stuff so much though. Like it's not enough to break anything for me with the game. It's just a kind of like I really wish you hadn't done that, guys. Like really wish.
Like the weird thing is, like in the options, there's straight up a motion controller off option.
Yeah.
It says use motion controls off, but I think that's just for the camera.
That's what I heard. I think so.
I should use that.
There's like a lot of stuff you can do with the motion controls, and I feel like if they had mapped them all to buttons, it would be like some really weird button combinations you'd have to like memorize.
I mean, here's the thing: like most of them are on weird button combinations, but they don't tell you what they are, which is the annoying thing.
Yeah. Like I was rolling by shaking for a while, and until I figured out you can
crouch and hold
and hit
the
Y button.
Y? Yeah.
Yeah. Y or X, they're the same.
Yep, that's true.
But then they don't go as far or as fast. But like we were saying before, I haven't had the issue that I needed the motion control bonus so far yet. But again, I'm not at like the really hard stuff yet, so that could all change.
Sure.
I haven't really been at a point where I've needed the motion control stuff, but it's like the room clearing move has helped a lot with certain aspects.
I could see that, sure.
Yep. Agreed.
Finding Captain Toad in the sand, that was cool. That guy's great.
Captain Toad's pretty good. He's in every world.
Yep.
Oh, is he?
He's in the first world. That's where I saw him.
Oh man, I had not seen him in the first world. I'll have to.
And then he says that he would jump for joy, but and I laughed. I was like,
that's pretty good.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I like
for the little bit of writing in the game, it is kind of sharp at times.
Yep, agreed.
Right. So I hear to like beat the game, it only takes about 10 to 15 hours. And then
something like that.
And then there's like just a ton more moons you can go for.
You apparently unlock like a bunch of extra worlds after the game.
That's great.
And there's like a ton of moons.
Yeah. That's good.
Oh god.
I'm in no rush, honestly. I've just been enjoying it, so.
Yeah, that's how I've been feeling.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to wonder, like, is there a ton of stuff coming out after this, or is this going to kind of play it out? Need for Speed's coming out.
Oh, like in general? I thought you meant for Nintendo specifically.
For Nintendo, there's nothing out, right?
Nintendo hasn't said anything else aside from Kirby and Yoshi, basically, and they don't have release dates.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so there's nothing out. I'm just wondering, like, was this Friday kind of the last game one? And so there's Need for Speed.
I mean, I'm gonna get World War II Call of Duty next week.
Okay,
or this
Call
week,
of Duty, sure.
Rather.
Okay, for sure. Okay.
But I still have to catch up on Wolfenstein and Fractured Butthole at some point, so I could use a few weeks of nothing.
Right.
Me too. I really want to play South Park, but
yep,
I'm working through Odyssey.
Yep.
I wanted to finish Rabbids before Mario came out, but that didn't happen. I'm pretty close though. I'm like halfway through the last world.
I'm still not sure. Like, I guess I didn't ask you guys. I just asked people on Twitter. Do I need to know Xenoblade to go into Xenoblade 2?
I've had a bunch of people. I asked someone that yesterday. They said no.
Okay. I might check that out.
Well, no one knows, but it looks like it's in a completely different world with completely different characters, so it looks like you don't even need to worry about it at all.
Okay, I might check that out.
And I know nothing about Xenoblade.
It looks like it's basically just using the combat engine, so I'd say compared to like a Tales of game where they're all called Tales of, but they don't connect.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, there's enough. I still got to go back to Nier Automata at some point and finish that off.
Yeah.
There's enough games this year that we could use a month or two of nothing.
This was a really good year for games, honestly.
Oh, Battlefront 2? That's a big one.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah. Isn't Pokemon just the, like...
I mean, yeah, I'm not playing this. Yeah, I'm not playing. There's snipper clips for you. Oh, yep. And we always forget. There's that Mario Party minigame collection.
Oh, yeah. And that one everyone's clamoring about.
Oh, yeah. Good times. I'm actually excited to do some snipper clips, the co-op stuff.
It's a cool game.
Yeah, it is. I like it. That'll be fun.
Yeah, man, I really like Mario. I like it a lot. It is so good.
Yep.
I'm like constantly thinking about that game. I'm like wanting to wake up earlier just to get some more Mario in.
Okay, I'm not that far, but sure. That's...
Yeah, I love that there's so many moons because you get them pretty fast and frequently, which is great.
Yep.
I am a little bummed out that some of the moons are just like, yeah, you just turned around and looked, or you butt stomped this one area, but
yeah.
I like that. I mean, like, are you worried you're going to run out of moons?
No, God, no. I heard there's close to as many Korok seeds as there are moons.
Yeah, the highest number I've seen was like 900,
which is crazy.
Yeah. I kind of get that though, because then finding a moon always doesn't make it feel as special when it's like, well, I got this one for walking forward, basically.
Yeah. But then there's like a bunch of like super complex ones, and then like there's always a second one hidden in like a secret room or something like that, and you wouldn't expect it.
Oh, you were saying you had a moon that you hated getting.
Oh yeah. I guess somewhat spoilers. This is in New Donk City.
Okay.
You have to jump rope.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, but the jump rope is also a reference to Super Mario RPG because you have to get 30 jumps and then you have to get 100.
Okay.
It was like some people have cruised through it. Some people got stuck on it. I'm one of the guys who got stuck on it. It took me a while.
I don't know how hard this is. I saw a screenshot. Someone had 350.
Apparently, the record right now is like a 4 or 5 digit number. It's ridiculous.
Okay. I mean, is it harder than just hit A?
I mean, like, the timing, it gets faster.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Okay. Paul, you said you had a few you hated getting?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. The one anytime there's an insta-death thing, I'm not a big fan of. I don't mind falling to my death. That's fine. Mm-hmm. I don't like poison death liquid things.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that caught me off guard the first time. I was like, oh, it's just gonna like make me take a damage. Like
one that comes to mind when you mention that is there's a scarecrow near that tower I was talking about earlier, where you have to like race across it when you put your hat on the scarecrow.
Yeah.
And that one kind of sucked because when they disappear, it fell into poison, and then it took me like halfway across the stage because I was like the last door I came out of.
Yeah. And then you have to go back to it. Yeah, that's a
bummer. Fast travel though, that's awesome.
Yep.
I can't believe there's fast travel in a Mario game and that it's actually good.
It's so good. It's so helpful because these levels
are so necessary. To be honest, yeah.
It really helps with any like vertical stage. It's a godsend in a vertical stage.
Yep.
Well, I don't know how they do it in other stages, but the sand one, when they put like the telephone wires, that was also awesome too.
Yep.
I could just zip anywhere I needed to and kind of survey the area.
Yep. Cool stuff.
Okay, well, all right. Any last thoughts about Mario before we move on?
It's really good. I'm curious to see what the final total is going to be, but I'm not looking it up for obvious reasons.
Of moons, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm really digging it. I wish I hadn't been spoiled on so many things beforehand. People went out of their way on Twitter to spoil things for me. It was great.
Yeah, I figured that would probably be a problem for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does suck.
So I'm glad I'm no longer allowed to have childlike wonder because of my career. It's a real good feeling.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, like this, but yeah, this game is way better than it has any right to be.
I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it is, honestly. I was expecting it to be good, but I was expecting it to be.
What is it sitting on a Metacritic right now? 97, 96?
Paul, you were saying you don't like 3D Mario games. But you like this one. What is it about this one?
I think just the way that it plays. Like, I like grabbing a moon and then continuing on my way and kind of choosing exploring and choosing what I'm doing. I don't like, in a lot of them, where it's like, there's a splash screen that says, this is what the star you're trying to get is. Then you get that star, and then it takes you back out, and then you have to go back in, and then you do another star. Like, I kind of like just the free feeling of just, like, kind of doing whatever the hell I want. And
Okay.
I like that coins have a purpose in this game to like buy stuff.
Like buying stuff. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's just fun. It's hard to.
Cool.
And the controls like are weirdly tight in a way that I don't find these games usually are for me.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I usually find Mario pretty tight, but okay.
No. Although that being said, I did like 3D World, so
Oh, well, there you go. Well,
Yeah,
3D World is
World's
like
a different beast, basically.
yeah, it's completely different. But yeah,
Yeah. Speaking of Odyssey spoilers, I just got another spoiler on Twitter.
cool.
great.
Don't tell me.
Okay, is it people actually just being like, "Hey asshole, guess what happens?" or is it kind of like, "This is so cool"?
That's what was the first couple, and
Okay.
this one was just probably they thought I had already knew about it.
Oh, okay. So it's like an innocent spoiler.
Well, yeah,
but...
John, come on. This game's been over 2 days. How have you not 100%ed it yet? What are you doing?
I don't even know what world the thing I just got spoiled on was, but like so many, like, it makes sense that people will be messaging me about it. I guess.
Maybe you should just put like a Twitter block for Mario or Odyssey.
That's the problem. This tweet was literally just a picture.
Oh.
Great.
Yeah, that's all right.
There's not even the only words in the tweet are my Twitter handle. So
Great.
Just block your Twitter handle at this point. No one can
I
message
need it for
John.
work though. That's the problem. Like I can't turn it off.
Yeah, no, I totally get it.
God, that's fucking lame.
Okay.
Just a picture.
I'm just
John
glad
likes-
like is it too much to spoil, I guess, for a Mario game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I keep finding tons of little things. Like, there's a bunch of little things that I really like, and I can't wait to see on Twitter people being like, "Yo, look at character I found. Remember when he was last in like this game from 20 years ago or something?" Like how I mentioned, like, you know, that Captain Toad's in there and stuff like that. Like, I've been really enjoying all these little like Mario lore, little like Easter eggs and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I know there's so many to come. Like, I'm so excited for that. Kind of like when Breath of the Wild came out, and then people were like, "Yo, look what I found. Here's this like weird ass cave." And it's like, oh man, like I'm looking for that. I'm looking forward to seeing all that stuff.
Yeah. Also, just the whole Switch thing of playing it on the TV and then like, oh, I have to change rooms or whatever. Just like grabbing it from the dock and moving along.
I
Yeah,
haven't
playing.
played. How is Odyssey in handheld mode? I have not played in handheld mode yet.
It's totally fine. Not a problem with it.
I played
Except
a little
for-
bit. Yeah, it seems fine.
Except for motion controls are a thing that don't exist when you're playing it that way.
I mean, you can do them if you really want to. You can do them.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, John, did you play anything else?
Besides, I guess really just Puzzle Fighter and Picross.
Okay.
I'm done the normal puzzles in Picross. I'm on the Mega Picross ones.
Mhm.
And Puzzle Fighter, I'm gold rank now. So
Oh, wow. Okay. Do you just like go on and do your daily challenges or whatever?
more or less, I just go and do my dailies
Mhm.
and then leave.
Okay, fair enough. That's still not out for the rest of the world yet, is it?
I think it's still only in 6 countries.
Jesus.
Yeah, not that I've heard.
Hmm.
Hey, but speaking of mobile games in specific countries,
Yeah.
we'll get to that later.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I'm done. You can transition to you if you want.
Yeah. No. This
He means
is for
news.
news.
I think.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, we might as well do me. Mine's gonna be pretty short. I finished up that new Life is Strange episode,
Yeah. Good.
and I liked it. There were some cool twists in that. There's more of an antagonist now. This was a pretty good episode. Man, the teenage drama, they cranked it to 11.
Great.
There's just so much teen feelings there.
Great.
But yeah, that's a fun game. I'm still quite enjoying that.
Is the antagonist a new character or a character that we would have known by playing the first one?
You would not have known, but
Existed.
characters in the first game do know him. Like, it was like a friend of some people. And stuff like
Gotcha.
that.
Okay, so it's a new character
Yeah.
though. Okay.
Basically a new character. Yeah.
Cool.
And this one I will say, more so than the last episode, a lot more like hesitating. Like, I don't even know what to pick here. Both of these suck, which is good to see in those games.
Okay.
And then I just thought about this one small anecdote. My girlfriend started up Until Dawn because she wanted like a Halloween game.
Yeah. All right.
And I was like, Man, I do not do scary games.
It's not a scary game.
Yeah, it is. I will play
A lot of jump scares though in that game.
It's true. They're cheap garbage scares, but they're not scary.
So let me get this out. So I was like, I will play Mario Odyssey beside you. You can play this game, so I don't have to be scared. So like, I was like laying on the couch, and like my feet were like on her lap or whatever.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there'd be like, you know, whee! On the TV, like a jump scare, and then she would scream, and then it would freak me the fuck out. And I was like, you have to stop doing this, or you can't play this game.
Amazing. I love it.
Yeah. Because like you said, yeah, there's a lot of jump scares. And in the first hour, there's a lot of jump scares of just like, this character decided to jump out at you. Because it's
every character in that game is a fucking asshole.
Yep, it's true.
Yeah. And so yeah, that just kept freaking me out, and I was like, you either stop screaming or you can't play. And I think we're gonna play more of it. I'm gonna play Odyssey.
What you're saying is it worked real well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it even worked like through someone. Like I'm not even watching this game, and it's still freaking me out. Anyways, that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Paul, what have you been playing?
I mean, just to transition with the scary games, I replayed a bunch of Evil Within 2 in first person mode, because you can hack the console to make it all in first person, except for cutscenes. So there's this weird transition where it goes into third person for him to like pick up a special item and then back. It's weird, but that game is okay that way as well, just as a heads up. And if people want to know how to do that, you can just look up a thing. It's a code you put in for Steam on the developer options or whatever, and then you bring up the console in game and then just put like PL_FPS1 to like turn it on, basically. So yeah, that was interesting. I played The Mummy Demastered, which came out this week as well, or last week, I should say.
I've been super curious about this. I picked it up, but obviously Odyssey
People have been saying really good things about this Mummy game.
See, I feel opposite. I think it's a disappointment. I think it's a waste of money. Mainly because it feels like an old Castlevania game without any charm to it. Like, it feels very cut and dry, like just kind of a run-of-the-mill, average-style Metroidvania type game. And that's a bummer, especially in a year where we've had so many other great Metroidvanias. Like, the genre has been chock full of great ones this year. So to just get...
Dead Cells.
I mean, Dead Cells... There's Hollow Knight is one of the best Metroidvanias I've ever played, period.
There's Metroid.
Metroid as well, yeah. There was SteamWorld Dig 2 was really good.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I need to play more of that. I need to play more of that.
It feels like if you've played all of those games and then wanted another of that genre, this is fine, but it's like does nothing too special. It plays a lot like if Metroid Return of Samus had less like free flow features to it. Like if it was a little slower, you didn't jump good ever because you're a marine dude or whatever. And instead of being able to free aim, you were still stuck with the like 8 directional aiming. Okay. I don't know. There's just something about it that it just doesn't feel special in any sort of way. And for like,
I hear the music's good.
Yeah, the music's actually pretty good. The music's okay. It has the creepy like B horror movie feel to it and like MIDI versions and stuff. It's cool. It's decent. But like for somebody looking for a game, if that's the type of game you like, for $20 you can get so many others that came out this year alone, and I just can't recommend it.
So what's confusing with this game though is this a movie tie-in game?
Apparently, yes.
Sort of.
For like for that recent Mummy movie that came out like in the summer.
Yes, for the Tom Cruise Mummy.
This is a weird time frame for this to come out. But like is this like amazing by movie tie-in standards? Because like people are actually talking about this movie game.
I mean, it's probably fine.
I think they're only really talking about it because it's way forward.
Yeah. The thing is that it's not bad. It's just not anything great. Like, it's totally it's totally average. And the problem...
Did you, like, play as Tom Cruise?
No, yeah, I think you're just some unnamed super soldier.
Yeah, you play as like Marine or whatever.
Okay.
Like,
Do they
yeah.
like reference the movie? You probably haven't even seen the movie.
I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know if they do. But the guy you talk to on like an intercom that comes up every now and then looks like Russell Crowe, and I don't know if Russell Crowe's in that movie or not. But he does look like him.
I think he is actually.
Okay, if Russell Crowe's
Or
in
maybe
that
at one
movie,
point
that's
he's
probably
like-
that character.
Hey, we need you to fight this monster, because it's gonna help Tom Cruise out.
Can confirm Russell Crowe is in the movie.
Okay.
Also, it just feels weird how they do some stuff. Like, so there's in the first area, there's a way to get out of that area into the next area, like a hallway you can go through or whatever. And generally, these type of games, what they would do is put like a blockade or something that you can't get through until you find a power up that you can either like go around it or maybe blow it up or something. What they do here is that you just stop in the middle of you trying to go through that place, and you're like, officer's like, hey, go back, you're not allowed there yet. And it just like forces you out back into the first area, which is like
Weird.
the lamest, shittiest thing to do in a Metroidvania game. I hate it so much. And like a minute before that, I got a rocket launcher type thing, or like a grenade launcher. So why didn't they just put up like some boards there that I couldn't get past until I got this grenade launcher after I did the objective that they wanted me to do, instead of just forcing me back?
Would you say instead that it's like a Metroidvania for newcomers?
Like maybe
It's a Metroidvania for fans of the Mummy franchise.
Ah, yes, those big fans. Well, this is supposed to be, what is it, Universal Studios Movie Monster Expanded Universe or whatever the fuck they're calling it?
yeah, something like that.
Which I
Like-
hear they like pushed back all their plans on that based on how the Mummy did and turned out.
Not surprising. But it ends up Russell Crowe's character is Dr. Jekyll. So they
Oh,
were
so
really-
Dr.
they were-
Jekyll is in this Mummy game?
Yeah.
I guess.
So they're really thinking ahead, I guess.
Or is that a spoiler?
Like, I don't know if that's a spoiler or not. That's
Is he
literally the first thing that
credited
came up.
as
on
Dr.
Wiki.
Jekyll? Okay.
He's credited as Dr. Henry Jekyll, I think is what it said.
Maybe
Yeah, I
it's
closed
just a
it. I closed
different
already.
Dr. Jekyll and it was just an unfortunate
It's
like
just a
family
really
name.
unfortunately common name, yeah.
That's true. I'm sure there's some like Joseph Stalins out there that just hate the fact that they have that name, so he's just one of them.
Stop egging my house. I don't even know that guy.
Exactly. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot more to say about it. I don't think it would be a good first comers thing, just because there's so many more modernized Metroidvanias that like people could dig into, I think, to get a better first impression. It just feels kind
Okay,
of
but
middling.
if you've played 4 other great Metroidvania games, then you would recommend this one?
Like, if you wanted another Metroidvania game that came out this year, sure. Otherwise, I would say go back and play, like, any of the Castlevania games, basically, or something.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. So that's Mummy Demastered. I can't recommend it. But more importantly, Destiny 2 came out on PC, so I played that, and now I'm on the grind to get raid ready by Wednesday, when the raid drops.
Ooh.
Wow, how many hours have you put into this game?
I don't know if this Blizzard app thing will tell me. I could find out for you. It does not tell me. I don't think.
We
Anyway.
finished the campaign.
Yeah,
Campaign is like 6 to 8 hours, I think.
it
Does
felt
that sound
more
right?
like 6. Like I probably
Okay.
put in maybe 15 total.
Okay.
So the
And
campaign
you played
part,
Destiny 1, right?
I played a little bit of Destiny 1. I didn't do any of the end game for Destiny 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clearly you're like in Destiny 2 if you're grinding.
I mean, it's fine. This game is, I have a Twitch stream or YouTube or podcast playing, and I'm shooting stuff while
Yeah.
that's going on.
It's great for that.
That's basically what it is. So, like, if people bought this hoping for, like, an expansive story, I'm so sorry. You had the wrong idea. That's not what this shit is at all.
I don't know about that. There's definitely a story.
It
And, like,
sucks, though.
There's a
It's
ton
dumb.
of lore.
It's dumb. None of it's impressive in any way or keeps you interested. The thing about this game is that it plays very, very well and it's beautiful. Like, it's
Yeah,
real
that game
nice.
looks so good. Yeah.
The skyboxes are actually amazing, and every game should just like steal whatever they're doing for the skyboxing techniques because it's amazing. But I think the biggest problem with it right now is just the whole infancy of like all these types of games where there's not enough endgame content to really drive. Like, it'll be nice being able to play it as that stuff comes out over the next couple years or whatever. But for right now, this moment, it's like, well, I guess I'm done for now.
Well, I mean, there's quests you can do that are unique.
There are, up to a point where you get literally the best weapon in the game, the best stuff in the game, because it's early on still, so there is an endpoint. And these games really feel good when they've been out for a few years and they have an established end game that, like, takes forever to get through. So okay. Destiny 2's only problem right now, I would say, is that it's not what it will become, which is fine. And I knew that.
Isn't it? That's almost the problem Destiny 1 had in a way.
Because when people
that need to be fixed with Destiny 2.
Well, when people really started to latch on to Destiny 1, the Taken King, it was the Taken King stuff or whatever, right?
Yeah.
By then, yeah, it had already enough content for the main stuff, and then it added a whole bunch of new shit. So like
they also like revamped a lot of how the original game kind of worked, and like the loot you dropped and all stuff. Like they fixed a lot of problems from what I understand.
Cool. Yeah. And I'm sure this game will have the same. There'll be things that people bitch about, and then they'll fix that and put out a giant expansion and a bunch of little stuff here along the way. And then in a year and a half, it's going to be a different conversation where the Destiny 2 is fucking amazing. But for right now, it's just okay. As long as you know what you're getting into.
I had a lot of fun going through the campaign. Like I really like playing that game.
Yeah, that's fine.
And the public events that just kind of happen randomly, those are a lot of fun.
That's my favorite part of it. Is just like doing something, and then this giant firefight starts with like a bunch, like 10 other like level 20 dudes just hanging around or whatever, and just getting bombed the shit out of by everything. You're like, oh, okay, maybe I'll join those guys for a little bit.
Yeah. That's why like I set my settings to like anyone join me, because like playing with other people was always just like so much fun.
Yeah, I agree. I like it too. So
I really enjoyed Destiny 2.
Yep, and like I said,
raid takes a long time and it's difficult.
Yeah, it sounds like a raid.
Sure.
They're all time things and difficult. So we'll see.
It doesn't have cross-platform play, does it?
Probably not.
That's a bummer.
Yep, that is.
Especially because it's so co-op focused. Like, you can see Don't Do It for the Crucible, where it's PvP, but yeah, that's a bummer. But I guess well, I was thinking Sony won't do it because they don't seem very cross-platform. Yeah,
Sony's usually the one that shuts that shit down, unfortunately.
See, it's weird.
Although Rocket League did it.
Rocket League
had to push for it, basically.
Yeah.
I feel like Bungie could definitely get that if the Rocket League developers can get it.
Maybe. Yeah. It's weird, though, because I heard that there's some people complaining. You know how there's a little bit of aim assist or whatever using a controller, right?
Yeah, there must be. I'm not that good at headshots.
Anyways, they brought that over to PC for people using controller on a PC, which is fine, but they also have it in the Crucible, the PvP mode, and that's what people are saying is like real bad, because it's like an opening for people to make aimbots real easy.
Sure.
So we'll see.
That is weird that they would do that in PvP.
It's weird. They also
maybe that kind of puts them on an equal platform with people on mouse and keyboard.
I think that was the idea for sure. And then like people will probably try to exploit it, but we'll see. We'll have to see what happens, because I know Bungie and Activision are taking like a huge step forward into just banning literally anybody that tries to change the game code in any way, to the point where there have been people that have been banned from the PC version for trying to stream it through OBS.
I heard
that ended up being a lie. They were doing something bad.
They were doing something bad. That makes sense.
I thought I was definitely hearing reports that people weren't doing stuff and they were still getting banned.
There have been people that were banned for using the Discord hook-in service for the in-game comms thing.
Stuff like that as well, yeah. And then I think Bungie even came out and said, we're gonna have to like tweak our whatever algorithm is banning people or whatever.
I think they've been unbanning people that have been like, okay, they double check it or whatever, and then they keep the shitlords out, which is good.
Ideally.
Yeah, ideally. So,
but I mean, in the end, why don't people just stop exploiting the game?
No.
That would be the win for everyone.
I respect the no answer.
I mean, that's what they're gonna say. Like,
yeah, no, I know.
No, I totally get it. I wasn't thinking like that. I was gonna make a difference here.
Good. Yes, as long as you know you can't. That one person can't make a difference. Then
yeah, just stop cheating.
Yeah.
What do you like? Just stop cheating.
Everyone in the world's just like, oh shit. I guess he's right.
Stop cheating on PUBG. Stop cheating on Destiny 2.
Stop stream sniping in PUBG.
No, that'll never stop.
No. That is a bannable offense still, though, so beware.
I wish I had that kind of free time.
No shit, right?
Then I probably would have been finished with Nier Automata.
To be fair, it would actually save you a lot of time to not be able to die or have any challenge. You could just run through everything and see the game. So maybe you should be cheating. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Maybe you should be cheating. Maybe that's the problem. Everybody should be cheating.
But if everybody's cheating, then nobody's cheating.
Exactly. See, now you're speaking my language.
All right. Okay. So if everybody has an aimbot, then no one has an aimbot.
Yep.
So if everyone has aim assist on their controllers, then nobody does.
That's true.
But then then it's easy to make aim bots because we have aim assist on our controllers.
Right.
All right.
I'm confused.
I get it.
Anyways, that's all I've been playing.
Okay. That seems to be all the games that we've been playing. So let's go on to some news.
Yeah. And some of these did come from the community in Discord as well, so thank you. Maybe I should start pulling names for the people that submit them, but whatever. News is news.
This news is submitted by TheVerge.com. And
yeah, exactly.
In that 4.0 update for the Switch, you can do GameCube controllers now.
Yep.
So that's good. I mean, why not? Why not do that?
Yeah, it's really cool, actually.
I guess it's specifically that GameCube adapter can now plug into the USB ports.
Yep.
Yes.
I think another one of the things it can do is USB headsets, which is cool.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, you can do USB headsets now, whether if it has like a dongle or if it just plugs in USB, which is nice. I wish that thing had Bluetooth.
I kind of get why it doesn't.
Yeah, I kind of do
right.
too.
It would be helpful.
Yeah. But anyway, Hitman Game of the Year is coming out November 7th.
Yep. So IO got the rights to that game back, which we talked about when that happened earlier this year. And they are re-releasing it as a Game of the Year edition with all the stuff released up till now, including some new stuff, which is the Patient Zero campaign, a clown suit and themed weapon, a raven suit and themed weapon, a cowboy suit and themed weapon, and 3 themed escalation contracts, as well as the ability to try to do the elusive targets if you've missed any.
Right,
So,
you get one shot at them, I believe.
yeah, so basically,
you didn't attempt.
the elusive targets are back unless you've completed them, in which case that guy's dead. You don't need to kill him again. But this is for people who like missed out on all of that because they're just getting into it now.
Right. This is going to be $60 if you already had the game. Then it's $20 to get these bonuses.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
I like that this game is basically just like an Agent 47 dress up.
Yep. Totally.
At this point, like I'm just looking at this clown costume, and it's pretty silly.
It's real good.
He's got rainbow socks.
He looks scary no matter what he's wearing. So
That's true.
I think it's the bald head. Everybody knows bald people are evil, so.
This comes out November 7th for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.
Yes.
I'm surprised so soon.
Yep.
Yeah, you didn't have enough to play.
This is one I submitted.
I don't know what this is.
Okay.
8-Bit Adventure Anthology Volume 1 bundles 3 classic adventure titles together.
Yeah. So 8-Bit Anthology Volume 1 is coming out on PlayStation 4,
games. Okay.
Xbox One, and PC. And this is going to include The Uninvited, Shadowgate, and Deja Vu on Halloween. So there you go.
Those are all excellent but very difficult adventure games.
Yep.
They were all on the NES as well.
More importantly, this 8-Bit Anthology idea I'm really into, and I hope this releases a bunch of hard-to-find, like, unknown titles.
Yeah, I've never heard of these.
That would be real cool. So there you go. Out on all platforms except for Nintendo, which is unfortunate.
Which is funny, because, like I said, they were all on the NES.
Yeah. Maybe that's why.
Most stuff seems to be coming to the Switch now. Like, Nintendo finally got those third parties, so I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't eventually.
Yeah,
I feel like it's all third-party indie right now, though. Like, I feel like there's not as much super big stuff.
I don't know. The Bethesda games are coming, like Wolfenstein 2 and Doom. Those are some pretty big
surprised.
gets.
Wolfenstein, that one legit surprises me.
Yeah.
And the Wolfenstein and Doom, but yeah.
November games with gold titles is Trackmania
Turbo.
Turbo. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I say okay. Tales from the Borderland. That game is a pretty good one of those. Knights on the 360 and Deadfall on the 360.
Which one was Deadfall again? That sounds familiar.
I don't know. Deadfall Adventure, sorry, is the full name.
Yeah. That sounds real familiar, and I don't know why.
Apparently, it was $40 right now.
It was the Indiana Jones ripoff that THQ Nordic did. Okay.
What one?
Deadfall Adventure?
Oh.
Yeah. It's like a first person. You know what? I actually wanted to check this out. Now I will, because my 360 is actually hooked up. So there you go.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I'm excited.
Last week we talked about how Neogaf was down because of sexual assault allegations.
Yep.
Since then, it has come back online. There's been a bunch of reporting about this. I would say mainly the big one was Patrick Klepek's article over on Waypoint.
Okay.
That seemed like the people involved didn't really talk to a lot of other outlets. But if you are interested in kind of both sides of that story, I would check out Waypoint. Anyway, Neogaf's back up, and I noticed throughout the week, because I just have I follow a Twitter bot that just like posts the new, like every topic that gets posted in Neogaf.
Okay.
It was just a lot of people asking to be banned and then posting like screenshots of porn.
Yeah. Because being banned from Neogaf is the only way to ensure your account gets deleted. So you never come back.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of the users not happy with Evil Lore. I forget his actual name. Tyler Malky. There we go.
Tyler. Yeah, that's right.
And then hand in hand with this, it seems like they kind of reopened. The new thing is Resetera. That kind of seems to be like the big new Neogaf, I guess. Run by a bunch of the mods that left over this stuff.
Do you think they can ever do that again, though? Because Neogaf was kind of a holdover from an era that no longer exists anyways. People just stick to their own Discord communities as it is. Neogaf was kind of just like the last bastion of forums where people actually went.
I don't know if it's ever going to get as big as Neogaf, but I'm sure there's lots of communities that were still in Neogaf that are just over on this now.
Maybe.
And, I mean, if you didn't go to Neogaf before, I doubt you're going to go to Resetera, and you probably had your own thing. But I don't know. Neogaf is still there. They got rid of the off-topic section, so it's just about games.
Right.
It was one of their things.
Because nobody wants them to call out the runners of it for all the disgusting shit they did, so that makes sense. Let's just keep it to games, guys. Let's forget about all the heinous shit I did.
Yeah, exactly. Resetera does have an off-topic section as well as a game section, so it's basically just Neogaf again.
Sure.
And they already have I think they already had 20,000 members, so it seems like a lot of the Neogaf people have been moved over.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, I made an account on Reset just because I had an account on Neogaf, so just keeping up with these are basically news sources for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Metal Gear Survive was announced a release date of February 20th.
Yep.
So that's coming. Apparently that game's going to be $40. American.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I still don't really know what this game is.
Yeah, I can't believe it got a release date, honestly. Because we haven't seen anything since that original trailer, right?
I think they just released some info this last week. I didn't really watch the video. There's screenshots. Hang on, I'm trying to find a video. Was there a video, or am I making that up?
I only saw the picture showing like what the pre-order bonuses were and the release date.
That's what I'm looking at right now. I'm going to their website. I have to enter my email or my birthday.
God, this game looks so fucking weird.
I thought I don't know if this is true, but I thought I maybe heard that this might have some battle royale stuff in it.
I mean, why not at this point?
Yeah, but it looks like there's definitely like a single player and like a 4-player co-op thing.
This looks like some weird Dead Rising shit. Like, this is fucking odd, man. But like without any personality.
Well,
at all.
There's like hunting.
Yeah.
Looks like there's crafting barricades, so some kind of like horde mode, maybe? I don't know.
Jesus.
Is anyone even interested in this game? Who's looking forward to this game?
I'm interested in it because I don't know what it is. I'm interested in the mystery.
Same thing. I want to know what the hell it is.
Yeah, but you're not interested as in like, I want to play this. You're just like, I want to know what are they doing with Metal Gear.
I mean, I would play it if it's okay, but yeah, I want to know what's going on.
For sure.
I'm intrigued. I'm allured by the mystery. Because every screenshot looks like a different type of game. Like, every single one I'm looking at looks like... One of them looks like The Last of Us, another one looks like DayZ, this one looks like Dead Rising, like I said. It's... I don't understand at all what's going on. We'll see.
Yep, we will see. Microsoft ceases production on the Kinect.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They plan to sell out what they currently have, but they are not making any more of them. And yeah, that makes sense. That thing was kind of always a bummer. It was never really what we hoped.
Yeah. It always seemed a little bit off for, like, being a real cool thing.
Right. I mean, even probably...
The real problem is, like, not all houses were built for it. So, by default, like, the actual possible market it had was pretty small.
I mean, I had mine connected to my Xbox One up until I got my S. At that point, I couldn't connect it without buying a $40 dongle. Whoa. But even at the end of when I had the Xbox One, like, I would ask it to like turn on, and half the time it just wouldn't, which was annoying.
Yeah, that sucks.
So I haven't missed it. I have it in my closet, but no way to use it and no real want to use it.
Sure.
I remember Forza would use it, like you could like say, hey, what's next and stuff, but I just never really used that stuff. Okay, here was the big one from last week. Animal Crossing Direct.
Yep.
For some reason, this happened at like late in the evening. It was 8
I think
my time.
I think that's like early morning Japan.
Maybe, yeah, probably. Okay. But yeah, so Animal Crossing Direct. It was about 15 minutes long, and they announced what the mobile game is going to be. It is titled, Pocket Camp.
Yep.
This is what I was referencing earlier, because this is already out in New Zealand.
Australia, yeah.
Australia and New Zealand, yeah. Which seems to be the only place I've heard that has it. Did you guys watch the Direct? Have you guys been looking at any of this?
No. I watched the Direct, and Reese downloaded it, and she's been playing it for a bit.
Oh, did she make an Australian account?
I think she found the Android file.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I watched the Direct. I also watched a few minutes of some Twitch streams of people playing it from down there. It looks good. I think it looks better than I expected it was going to. I thought Nintendo was going to screw it up.
Okay, well, that's good.
They didn't.
So it looks pretty Animal Crossing like. You're going around and talking to people and like doing odd jobs for them. It doesn't seem like it's very open, which looks like my biggest concern because I kind of like just walking around my town and doing whatever I want with my town. This seems like it's more location based. Like you have to choose. I'm going to the beach. I'm going to the island. I'm going here, and then it just kind of transfers you over there as opposed to being able to have like one village. And there's an emphasis on customizing your campground that you have, and then putting certain things in your campground to get people to like join your campground or whatever, which makes me think of Happy Home Designer. And I don't want to think about Happy Home Designer because I didn't like that, but I know a lot of people are into the decorating part of Animal Crossing, so I'm just saying that's never been my draw to it.
Yeah.
You also get a van that you can customize, which is kind of cool. I'm trying to think what else. It seems like it's free with microtransactions, 2 currencies, and everything's on a timer. So this is definitely a microtransaction game. When you like shake a tree to make the fruit fall, it's going to take 3 hours for the fruit to grow back again.
Sure.
Everything's on timers. When you have to craft furniture, and it'll be like, all right, this couch is going to take 72 hours to make or whatever.
Unless you pay tickets and then it gets done immediately.
Yeah, unless you pay for stuff. Did you see the little image of Tom Nook if you buy the biggest batch of tickets?
The one where he's like lying in a bathtub full of money?
Yeah.
Or full of the tickets rather?
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Tom Nook, man, he is a businessman, and he will ring you out for everything you have. I was hearing some impressions that it starts off, the timers are not too bad, but then pretty early on, like an hour or 2 in, you're now waiting 3 days for something to happen. Which seems like a bit of a bummer, but I guess Animal Crossing is all about, like, this game's going to take a while to do stuff. You're going to have to wait a day.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, it looks better than I thought they were going to do with it. So I'm still looking forward to it. It comes out late November, they said.
Yeah, so it should be real soon, especially if it's already out in Australia.
John, you've been playing it, or you just like watching it playing?
I've been watching Reese play it a little bit. It seems all right for what it is.
Okay. Are you looking forward to getting it proper?
I've never really been an Animal Crossing fan, so...
Oh, okay.
Like, I might try it out just to see how it is, but it's like low on my priority list right now, basically.
Sure. Well, I mean, like, I like Animal Crossing a lot, so I'm looking forward to it. Because it's campground focused, I'm hoping that maybe when the next proper Animal Crossing comes out, where you do have a village, they could kind of work together, since it's not going to be like you having 2 different villages. It's a village and then you have a campground elsewhere. That would be kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, what else we got? So last week we mentioned that the original Xbox titles that are coming to the Xbox One.
Yep.
The list got leaked. Those are out now.
Yep.
I think they're all $10 each, which seems steep.
Depends on the game. Some of those were like big games.
That seems steep for Psychonauts, because Psychonauts has been free on like everything.
Psychonauts, I feel like, is one of the like exceptions. Like Ninja Gaiden Black never really got a re-release, except for on Xbox Live for 360,
right?
Which I believe was also $10 at the time. So really, the price hasn't changed much on that.
That's one of your favorite games,
the thing,
right?
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden Black was an excellent game. I don't know how well it's aged lately. I haven't gone back to it in the past couple of years. But like, it was a really good action game. Like, I played the shit out of that one game in particular.
Yeah.
But your point, like, that it was $10 on the 360, like, this is years later. Shouldn't it be cheaper at this point?
Not if they think it still holds its value.
I'm just saying, prices go down. Like,
yeah,
these are digital...
it used to be a $60 game, so now it's $10, and that's just where it's staying.
that's just going to stay. No more for going down.
Probably.
I don't know. And how many of these would you pay $10 for? So you paid $10 for Ninja Gaiden Black?
I'm trying to remember what the entire list is. Is the whole thing there?
Yeah, Prince of Persia 1. Well, I mean,
That was a good game.
The Sands of Time
was
one
really good.
I love Sands of Time.
KOTOR's really good. Crimson Skies was excellent, although without the multiplayer, that's maybe not worth the $10.
Yeah.
Fusion Frenzy.
You would spend $10 on Fusion Frenzy.
No, that's why I'm like,
Yeah, no.
Sands of Time was really good, but I feel like that has the same problem Psychonauts does, where it gets re-released for cheap. How much is that going for on Steam right now?
I don't think I would pay $10 for any of these, actually, looking at them.
I don't think I would either.
Mainly because the ones that I have, and those systems are hooked up right now.
So. Sands of Time on Steam is $10 Canadian.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. Like,
let's see. Psychonauts.
What would you pay for these?
Psychonauts is $11 Canadian currently on Steam. Dead to Rights. Oh my god. Right. Dead to Rights is not on Steam. Black. I heard so many mixed things about that game.
Yeah.
Black is also not on Steam.
Criterion, though.
Grabbed by the Ghoulies. Isn't that in the Rare Replay?
Yes, it is.
So that's in a giant collection for $30 already. So, Sid Meier's Pirates.
That has to be on Steam.
I'm looking.
Seems like it would be.
$11.
So they just looked at Steam and then they just beat Steam. That was their plan.
So far seems to be the case. Well, no, here we go. We found one outlier. Red Faction 2 is $2.74 Canadian on Steam.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's currently 75% off and it's normally $11.
What is with these $11 prices?
Canadian prices.
Which probably means it's about $9 American, probably.
I bet it's 10. I bet it's 10.
Blood Rain 2, $3.84 Canadian on Steam. Currently on sale for 65% off. Normally $11 Canadian. Yeah.
Anyway, if you have the disc, you can just put your disc into the Xbox One, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
That actually works.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that because I think I actually own the majority of these.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Otherwise, you can just buy them digitally, or if you already have them digitally.
To be fair, like if that's the case, if you just buy the disc, you can probably find all these on disc for like $1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of it. Yeah.
That's why $10 is too much.
I don't know. Like I said, I think the value of some of these games does hold up. Like Knights of the Old Republic, Sands of Time, Ninja Gaiden Black, Crimson Skies. But like a lot of these, you are right, do not hold up.
Yeah.
Last little bit of news: Dragon Ball FighterZ has a release date of January 26th, that's great. Right after the holiday season, and then a big one like that. I'm excited. That's a great time for me. I can't think of I'll be playing like anything at that point. And it's getting a season pass.
I mean, that's when Monster Hunter World comes out, so I couldn't care less about that.
About Dragon Ball Z?
For that, like, probably month, yeah.
Okay. Like I said, season pass, it's $35. It's going to have 8 characters.
Okay.
Do
they say them here?
They don't.
No. Okay.
Yeah, it just says 8 new playable characters, plus more, which I'm assuming will mean stages, maybe. Costumes, probably, right?
Sure. Yeah, I could see it.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to that game. And I like games coming out in January because there's usually nothing coming out then.
Yep, agreed.
So, good time for me. All right, let's go on to questions. Oh, you know what we didn't even talk about?
What?
We should talk. John, how was TwitchCon?
TwitchCon was all right. I mean, there's no other way to describe it, really, because it's not like... I had this discussion with a bunch of people at the con, and I realized it's not really like it's not really a convention. It's a conference. So like it doesn't really feel like it's there for fans as much as it's there for people who do Twitch stuff.
Okay, so what does that mean?
That means more like it's about like networking and stuff like that, and just seeing like new stuff that you might be interested in. Not necessarily games. There were very few new games there, but it was all like, oh yeah, here's a new features coming out on Twitch. Oh, here's a new product you might like. Here's some new microphones. Here's some new racing chairs. Here's some new fucking Gatorade G Fuel that'll keep you energized while you stream.
Fucking G Fuel.
Some Gunner glasses.
Yeah, yep. Gunner was there. There was a lot of parties. The TwitchCon, the partner, or the main party rather, this year was at a haunted boat / amusement park.
Yeah,
Did you go to that?
Oh yeah, it was really cool actually. Like it was awesome. One of those. It was one of those like Halloween themed events. So like they had like actors running around like in like scary outfits trying to scare people. Nice. You could go in these little maze rooms, which were kind of cool. And they had like actors just like popping out trying to scare you or just like add atmosphere.
Were you ever scared? Was there ever one that got you?
There was, but it was for the dumbest reason, and it makes me laugh now.
Okay.
The one maze room we went to, like at one point you're walking through what looks to be like intestines, so it's like designed to look like it, and it's real soft. And there was a bunch of holes in there, so I'm like, oh, okay, someone's just gonna pop out and try to scare me. And of course that happens. We walk past the hole. I figured it's gonna be a hand. Someone pops their head out and just goes, row, just like that. And it caught me so off guard. I kind of went, just like that. And like, looking in hindsight, it just made me laugh just how like blasé both our reactions were. And later on in the same maze, one of the girls behind us, she called out like, all these lights and lights and sounds are like giving me a headache. It's driving me crazy. And then one of the actors who was just running around trying to scare people just yells out, then why are you here?
That's a good answer. Like, yeah.
It was just really funny. So I laughed more than I was scared. So.
Sure. What theme park was it at?
Queen Mary in Long Beach.
Okay, I don't know what that is. I'm sure someone
like it's like a giant boat that they've basically turned into a hotel and resort. But they also have like a pop-up Halloween event show up there. I can't remember what it's actually called, like Dark Town or something like that.
Okay, was there long lines for the rides?
Yeah, for the mazes there were. The actual like amusement park ride, not so much.
Okay. Was it like closed to the public during this?
Yep.
Okay.
So you could only get in if you had a TwitchCon pass. Because if you had a pass at all for Saturday, you got in for free.
Okay, cool. Cool. All right. Questions, like I said.
Oh, yeah.
John, do you remember you can write in for questions?
Top10perspective@gmail.com, TDP Podcast on Twitter, Top 10 Perspective on Facebook, and my P.O. Box. And also the Discord.
Word. I'll take the first one here. Emily wrote in and said, I need a horror movie to watch on Halloween. It doesn't matter if it's actually horror, as long as it has some horror or disturbing elements to it, such as Perfect Blue. I'm good with horror, so I'm fine watching most anything. Any recommendations?
Yeah, watch Saw 1, because it'll be a mix of, like, kind of gross and make you laugh.
Yeah,
I feel like we've gotten this question, like, 3 weeks in a row now, which is fine.
Tis the season.
Tis the season, my friend.
Sure.
The best time of the year happening right now. We're in
I'm going to say The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Oh, we did get this last week, because you said the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Or actually, no, I don't think we got it as a question last week. I think you and I just talked about it. I think a couple of weeks ago, though, we did get a question about this when John was here.
We got something about horror movies in general, because I remember talking about Saw a lot.
Yeah, and I mentioned Cabin in the Woods, and you were just like, actually, that's my answer.
Yeah, Cabin in the Woods is a good movie, too. That is also my recommendation. This made me realize I totally forgot about the fact that I've been playing Dead Space 2, and I'm finishing it tomorrow on stream.
Nice.
Okay.
Are you
pouring out for Visceral?
Yeah,
it's been good. It's not scary. I've been laughing my ass off, but it's been a fun play.
Yeah,
It's been an enjoyable time.
Have you done the eye thing yet? I mean, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's not much of a spoiler. I kept that pretty vague.
Well, eyes have been a thing, but I have not done the eye thing.
Okay, then you haven't done it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you have not done it. Fuck that part.
I was gonna say that usually gets people timed out in my chat.
That's so vague. That's so vague. You have no. You can do so many things with an eye.
Because the entire fucking game they're talking about an eye thing. It's just it hasn't happened. So you know an eye thing is going to happen.
Are they? I don't remember that.
Yeah, no, because Strauss has been like going on about eyes the entire time, and then I got to the point where Lara Croft loses her eye.
What?
But I haven't got. Well, Ellie, the girl, she looks a lot like modern Lara Croft.
Oh,
like
okay.
like a lot.
Okay.
So I've been just calling her Lara Croft the entire playthrough. But no, like the actual eye thing. No. I think that's actually.
I forgot about that. So you
I think that's
me.
actually in the last chapter.
Okay.
Yo, you can't spoil something that you forgot about. That's not how that works.
No, I'm saying I forgot about all of these other eye talk, so you just spoiled it for me.
Again, you forgot about it. That's not a spoiler. That's being reminded.
That's a good point.
Reminding me gets you banned in my chat.
It would be funny if I just saw right now Proton John has been banned. Pop up.
Okay, I hope I didn't spoil stuff for you, if that's the case.
No, secretly that got spoiled on someone else's stream. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, that sucks. I mean, in that regard,
any other movies you want to shout out before?
Yeah. Let's let me say the Event Horizon in memory is good, but that movie is fucking terrible and boring. That's a boring movie. If you've never seen it, it's worth watching once. But like, I remember it being so much better, and it's so bad. The ending's kind of cool though, kind of. Anyway, but I mean, no, I could talk about horror like forever, so we should move on.
Okay, and they have a second question here.
You're right, they do, and that is, I'm also curious. I realize the majority of experimenting I've done in my college life has been due to exploring different careers, which, while still helpful, leaves me without much of an understanding about myself. Was there anything that you experimented with in college/university? Is there anything that I should do before I finish school and have to marry my work? Boy, that's a baiting. That's a baiting question right there.
I mean,
next week Emily's going to write in saying, so I've never been arrested before. What offenses have you done that you've never been arrested for?
I was gonna say, and this isn't like super hilarious or anything, but I travel before you start your big jobs, because then you have less free time.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Because then you're stuck with PTO, like when your work is okay with you not being there. If you get like a job like that, or if you might not even get a job that gives you PTO, right? So traveling is definitely good. I was also gonna say, living on your own, or which you may have already done if you're in dorms, but more specifically, like being self-sufficient, I thought was a pretty big one. Like not getting any like money from my parents, but I guess you need the job first to do that. So maybe that's not the right one.
Like maybe a part-time job. Like I had a part-time job in university. I had a couple.
Okay, sure. So jobs are good, but they said they've already been experimenting with jobs, and they want to do other stuff.
They want to do the hard shit. Gotcha.
Just like make out with everyone you can. Before it starts getting weird.
That's a bad idea.
Don't do that. Don't actually do that. I also know a lot of people that are still doing that after university, so that's really not a thing.
That never actually ends. Yeah, you can do that whenever.
Yeah, isn't life great?
You know, it is. It really is. As long as you're not in a committed relationship, it's fine. But like, don't waste your college time worrying about that shit.
Or maybe you are in a committed relationship and they're fine with that. I mean, people, different strokes for different folks.
True.
I'm trying to think, what did I do in college that I was really glad I tried?
I did all of my drinking and stuff late in high school and college, basically.
Party hard.
All of that.
Partying.
Which is why I don't do that these days. Yeah. That's why I don't do that stuff like now, basically ever.
Because like your body can't handle it as well.
That and because like I have other shit I could be doing. Like when I'm not on doing whatever here with you guys or whatever, like I have a life I wanted to go out and do. I don't want to just be in a bar drinking every fucking Friday. Some people like that, and I don't understand it. Yeah, I don't understand that stuff, but I don't know. In college, that's like the best time to do it. You bounce back quicker. It's just easier.
Yeah, that's why I brought up the body one, because your body is easier to recover with that.
Yeah, and it's more importantly, in college you should be socializing with a whole bunch of different sorts of people, and that's kind of like the social lubricant. It's just easier.
Yeah, just kind of learn how like who you can interact with easily and stuff like that. Learn your limits, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds like I was gonna say it sounds like they're in like their last year, but it is only October, so they probably have a whole year left.
Right.
And I've said this before, but like, and just to piggyback on the social thing, like, just join like every club you can fit. Because like meeting, it's so easy to make friends in college, and it's not as easy to outside of college. So I would do that. I would also say going to the gym is really easy because you usually get access to it for like free or really cheap.
That's
at
true.
Your school.
That shit's expensive afterwards.
It gets super expensive, and I mean, it's not going to be an issue for this person, but like when you get significantly older, it's harder to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Yeah. So like having like a good baseline is real nice.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, social skills, as Tenmar is putting it. That's the best time to do it for sure.
I would just go to parties. Also just for like the experience, because college parties are so different than like adult parties. And like I would say don't miss out on as many experiences as you can get. So you should see that.
Yep. True. Agreed.
All right, I'll take this next one from Final Insanity. Are there any games you think you would enjoy more if you knew less about them? I'm not talking about story or anything spoiler related, but knowing less about the deeper mechanics and the best methods of doing things.
All of them. I don't even watch trailers for stuff I know I'm going to get. I don't want to know like anything.
Let me just quickly finish this. He kind of puts it in other words. I suppose another way of phrasing this, are there any games where learning how to play them better made them less fun for you?
Less fun? Oh, that's a different question.
I mean, there are games like that, but I honestly can't think of them right now. I feel like it's a thing that you just kind of block out after a while.
Learning how to play them properly made them less fun?
Well, I think what he's kind of saying is like when when you didn't know what you were doing and you just kind of liked that, whereas sometimes you can like the thing that came to my mind was Animal Crossing. What's the most recent one on the 3DS? And that's not New Leaf, is it? It is New Leaf.
Yes, you're thinking New Leaf Welcome Home.
I don't think it's called Welcome Home.
Well, Welcome Home Amiibo, or you're thinking of...
Okay. I'm New Leaf, like the actual Animal Crossing one. What came to mind with this one is, once I learned like to go to the island and do bugs, and like that's the way to grind money the best. Doing anything else was just like, why aren't I just doing that? And then that just became stale. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which brings up a good one to point out, like speedrunning any game. Like once you get to the point where you have broken it down to a science, it just becomes boring.
Yeah, I think that's what he means. So you can almost say any game at that point. Because I'm sure any game broken down into a science is no longer fun.
It depends if you're part of the speedrun community or not, because that's literally their job, is to break it down into beating it as fast as possible or whatever.
Sure. Punk Asian, I think that's the name. In the chat says Stardew. Instead of exploring, you just use the wiki. I'll say that's kind of with me, because when I look, Stardew was so like overwhelming to me, and I read some stuff like, here's some ways to like maximize your stuff, and it was just like, there's just so much here, and I don't know if I'm just like wasting these crops or if I'm doing like there's so much to that one that I kind of like just fled from it.
That just sounds like that's not your type of game, though. That doesn't have anything to do with, like...
I don't know, because I mean, I like Animal Crossing. That's similar.
Then Stardew?
Stardew's similar to Animal Crossing.
Stardew has, like, actual gameplay in it, though. Like, not gameplay, like, actual, like, stuff you have to worry about. What are you saying about
Animal Crossing? I will fight you.
It has, like, actual stuff you have to worry about in it, which is why I personally didn't get into it either.
You got to worry about that loan you're paying to Tom Nook. He will send a man for your kneecaps.
It's true. He did say that to me once, so...
Yeah, you did.
I turned the game off and never played it again.
But then when you turned it back on, you realized that you didn't save, and then Resetera was there, and you had to worry about that.
I'll never turn it back on. I can't go back. To New Leaf. They're looking for me there. That. I got warrants out in New Leaf.
Now I'm just thinking of the meme where it's like, can't yell at me, Mr. Resetera, if I never turn the game back on.
Yep. Exactly.
All right, did we answer that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Sorta. Yeah.
I feel fine with that.
John, you got this last one?
All right. VGC Kenny writes in and says, has 2 questions. Number 1, Sean, if you had to choose between going to a store to get a new physical Switch game, no Amazon, or downloading a new digital 3DS game, which would you choose to do?
The Switch game? In fact, most of my Switch games are physical because I get the discount on Amazon.
Well, I was saying no Amazon.
Yeah, but I think he's just saying, like, I actually have to go to a store, like, and do something and have the cartridge. And, like, yeah, I'll do that. Also, because I don't want to play
I also don't know why it's comparing a physical Switch game to a digital 3DS game.
What I think he's saying is because I like digital games on my handhelds, but I don't want to play my 3DS anymore.
Right.
So I think that's the split there. And
I guess, but I feel like that's a weird question in my opinion.
The whole, like, convenience on a thing you don't want to play, or, like, a little more motivation required for the thing you do want to play.
Yeah, how much effort do you want to put in?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And my answer is the Switch game.
All right, and the other question is, do you think it would be more interesting if Kirby ages slowly and 25 years have passed in Dreamland, or if Kirby ages like a normal baby and the events of the Kirby games all take place in like a year or 2 time span? I mean, it's Dreamland. They don't age. That's the point. They're all dreams.
That's a great question, though.
They're living the dream life.
I kind of want it to be the first one. Because all the games happening in 1 or 2 years sounds insane.
Yeah.
And I just feel bad for the residents of Dreamland. Or I'm just impressed with King Dedede and his motivation to get back on that horse.
Yeah, every time.
He just really likes to rule, that's all.
I also like the idea that Kirby is like an older dude.
Yeah.
And like he's getting too old for this shit. And then this just makes me think of Logan, the movie. But it's Kirby.
Yeah.
And I kind of just like where this is going. Where
this
thought experiment has taken me.
The Grizzled War veteran.
Kirby. He's carting around like an escort, a younger Kirby, essentially.
And like Meta Knight's there, but he's like super messed up and kind of crazy and in a wheelchair.
Wait,
because Meta Knight went crazy one time and killed
you're just going
all
straight
of
for it 1-to-1, aren't you?
Yeah, it fits. I also like the idea that Kirby's powers are waning and he can't suck up as much as, or like it hurts him. Use someone else's powers.
And then there's like one part where the baby Kirby he has with him just like goes apeshit and sucks everything on the screen or something.
Yeah, like it doesn't know what it's doing. Like it just goes like insane. Like it's too powerful.
Yep.
And Elder Kirby has to like shut it down. But then you know at the end of the movie that like the little Kirby's gonna have to get that shit unlocked and use it to save the day, right?
Somebody please Photoshop a Logan poster to say Kirby with a like weird picture of Kirby on it.
Old man Kirby.
Great. It's great. But yeah.
Okay. That's all the questions this week. If people want to send questions for next week, it's topdownperspective@gmail.com, at TDP Podcast on Twitter, the Facebook group, the Discord channel, John's P.O. Box. What is your guys' games of the week?
Odyssey.
Pretty obvious thing. Yeah. Odyssey for you, Paul?
Yep.
Yeah, Odyssey for me.
Sweet.
Easily, hands down.
We did it.
In fact, I'm going to go play it like right now.
Okay.
I've been playing this entire time.
Yep. All right, we'll be back next week. Have a happy Halloween, everyone. and we'll see you in November. Bye. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Later.